audience, and welcome back to the main channel. Today we're doing a very special video. It's special because it's, well, it's sort of different to what we've done before. So normally when we do, I think I've done this video before, but normally I've given myself a limit in number wise. This is the first time where it's going to be my favourite doctors, and the images on the screen, the blurred images with a question mark, inspired by my video on Here's One I made earlier, my Blue Peter YouTube channel. Where we're basically copying that video, but without talking for that long, because obviously we can find a quicker way of solving this, because there is a lot faster, shorter ways to do it. And obviously it's alright doing a video that's 27 minutes. I haven't got an issue with that. It's just with this, it's because this isn't a list of a high number of lists. It'll automatically become a short video, and it's also because I'm charging my lights. Because I forgot to do that last night. So in my other video today, over on the weird side, all about the TV channel Gold, which used to air Doctor Who, because it used to be called UK Gold. So it used to air classic Doctor Who stories. And then W did that on the 50th anniversary. It aired The Unearthly Child and Aztecs. Whatever the Aztec one's called, I can't remember the name of it, which really annoys me. And then it also showed the Peter Cushing films. I think it also... No, I think that was it, because it was the Doctor Who Marathon, and it showed the programme that I'd never actually seen on the BBC, but according to ITVX, which is the only place it's available, it is a BBC product, even though I'd only ever seen it on Watch, which is now called W. Anyway, let's crack on. So, at number 1, so these are in a particular order. Number 1, my favourite Doctor of all time, is Doctor number 10. Not number 14, not the new David Tennant, but number 10. Why number 10? Well, it's because at the time when number 10 was the one, he helped make Doctor Who popular again. He helped make the craze. So when I was in year 1? Well, in year 1, the craze of Doctor Who was there. It wasn't until Matt Smith's era when the trading cards became its thing, and I've got an older brother, and so trading cards were the thing that he was doing with his friends for me, because his friends were doing it more than mine, to be fair. I was an older kid thing rather than my thing, but it was a... You see what I mean? So, I think that David Tennant has the impact, as number 10 anyway, as the 10th Doctor, has a lot of impact, both societally and personally. For me, he's one of those people that, for years, I never knew he was Scottish because of his portrayal of number 10 being so good with the English accent. I don't think the way his demeanour is, I just think the way he behaves, the way he acts, the way he walks about, the way he just does everything is incredible. And just deserves all the recognition he gets. Now, I understand perfectly well that the 10th Doctor has been oversaturated with Big Finish. I understand that not everyone's happy that David Tennant returned as number 14. I know that in recent years there's hanging over the head of negativity involved in being a 10th Doctor fan, but I personally ignore all the negativity, because I personally do love all these audios. I love the 14th Doctor, but the 10th Doctor is at number 1. So, we move on to number 2. My second favourite Doctor of all time is... I thought to this for the first Doctor, but we'll roll with it for the next few. Is someone that sadly is no longer with us as an actor. He plays one of the greatest scarecrows on TV in both the UK and New Zealand and on the West End. He was a host of a panel show that must have been loosely inspired by Cluedo, but ironically there was already a program called Cluedo, so I don't think it was. What else? What else has he done other than Doctor Who? He's also known as the Action Doctor. He's the only Doctor to be trapped on Earth. He helped invent UNIT, in a more of a broader sense of we know more about UNIT now than we did ever because of this person. I made a documentary about him. Do you know this already? I promote this documentary every single video at the very end. Please give a round of applause for the one. He's not going to come around that corner. For the one, the only. Rest in peace, Jon Pertwee. Well done. Jon Pertwee is my second favourite Doctor because you can't go wrong with his era. David Tennant, you can't go wrong with his era as well. But with Jon Pertwee, there's nothing wrong with his era. He helped do a lot of things. He introduced the Master. Well, that was it really. Well, we'll leave it at that. For that one. UNIT got more developed. So we had, if its spin-offs were really more popular than anyone was led to believe, then we would have had a UNIT spin-off there and then. Because we met the UNIT team, we met more of them, we learned more about them, and generally it was more of a learning experience. It made people think, I'll listen, and the shenanigans the Doctor got up to were amazing, such as the demons, or the Daemons, spelt horrifically weird, and A and E stuck together, so no one knows if it's the demons or the Daemons. How weird. Weird indeed. Weird indeed, I tell you. Weird indeed. What else can you say about him? It's a mix of action, his costume. I do prefer David Tennant's costume, that's why David Tennant's ahead of Jon. But I think Jon Pertwee was brilliant, was absolutely fantastic. As Christopher Eccleston would say, fantastic. That's not an impression, don't worry. Don't worry. I was trying to be an impression, I thought, nah, it's not going to work that impression out there. I'll step back and leave it to the professionals. So, there we go, we move on. We move on to now our final contestant. Our final champion. If top 4, well, top 3, hit our third in this lineup. He is known as the 120 all, shall we say. No, that's not a bad thing, might I add, because it wasn't his fault, right? Let's just remember that. It wasn't his fault. That's the tagline for this. So, what else has he done? Well, since being in Doctor Who, he's also done Lord of the Rings, or was it The Hobbit? One of the two. I can't remember now. He was... what else? He was in an episode of the Scottish sitcom Still Game. He's appeared in multitude of things, just general things that we can't name due to the fact that I'm not too sure what else that them things are, but there's a lot of things. Please give a round of applause for people's favourite. One. He's not going to come around the corner either. The one and the only. Sylvester McCoy. Now, the only thing Sylvester McCoy has ever done wrong, and I will say this, is he appeared in the TV film. Why did you say that, Tom? Well, it's for one reason and one... Ow, I just dropped my finger. One reason and one reason only. He didn't need to appear in it, right? Now, the TV film was there to reintroduce Doctor Who into the world, to say, hello, hi America, this is Doctor Who. He's adventurous, he's gallivanting, he takes a companion along with him. But what it did instead was said, we're just going to continue the story that we're doing on British television, and if you haven't seen it in America, yeah, no, we don't care. No, we don't care. If you've not caught up yet, yeah, we don't care. If you haven't caught up yet, no, we don't care. And I think that let it down. The TV film, people will say it's terrible. People will say it's rubbish.
Yikes. I'll try to do better next time.
Yes. If you heard that, my Google Assistant agreed with me that, well, it didn't go... I don't think it's terrible, but she's got opinions of her own, you see. So, I didn't trigger it. So, people have their own opinions. You can say what you like about the TV film, but all I know is I own a German copy of it by accident. And I own a non-German copy, I think, if I remember rightly now. But I personally like the film. It's just, as a pilot, to try and create an American series where if Britain loves it, it doesn't count because what they're trying to get, because it's made by an American company and they're trying to get the American audience to try and go forward, we didn't need Sylvester McCoy. Right. I know that Sylvester McCoy helped introduce one of the weirdest Doctor Who villains on the earth, the Candyman. I know he was one that helped involve Ken Dodd. He probably didn't help, but he was in an episode. Ken Dodd was in a Sylvester McCoy story. So I like Sylvester McCoy. It's just that a lot of people will say he didn't need to appear in the TV film. I agree. Not because the TV film's bad or anything. I personally really like the TV film. But from a standpoint of trying to give something a fresh new lease of life in a country that might not know Doctor Who as well as we do, just starting off like we did with Christopher Eccleston, just start off with Paul McGann and have the whole thing with Paul McGann. That means we would have had more of Paul McGann, but we just would have had Paul McGann and people would have liked it. People would have liked it more and they would have gone, yes, make it a series, yes, more Doctor Who, it's no American with Paul McGann, he's not American at all. We needed that, right? That would have worked. But Sylvester McCoy was there to get a trans gap from old classic Who to whatever was next, and it didn't work. It's not anyone's fault. It's just the way life works. So Sylvester McCoy is a fantastic Doctor. He's my third favourite Doctor. My favourite thing he's ever done is introduce Candyman. Second thing, my favourite thing he's ever done is introduce Ken Dodd. That's about it. Ace, my favourite companion that travels with Sylvester. I always think the chemistry works very well on screen. I personally think it's amazing. So, there we have it. Thank you guys for watching. Time out. Bye! Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.